everyone. Welcome to the Eventide Circle. Uh, okay, damn it. I lost it there, man. I lost it.
Nah. We'll keep that. It's gonna be cool. Eventide Circle. I'm Orion, and then there's Akula. Say something.
Rawr.
And there's Kuro,
Yo, what's up?
and then we have Skull.
It's Skull.
Okay, yeah, right,
And
whatever.
it rhymes with school.
Okay,
The horror,
Guys, it's
the
Skull.
torture of
Yeah.
children.
Guys, it's Skull. Wolf.
okay. So, Kuro, what would we be doing right now?
For today, what we'll be doing is we're gonna be setting our story. So we've been tasked to write stories under some guidelines. So we'll be writing about Felix, the Paladin of Song. And for this, we have each written our stories. We'll read them out and listen to what we made.
Funny enough,
made-
there is no Paladin song in D&D.
We mate. You don't mate?
We did. What?
We made.
We made. Sorry.
Akula,
Even if you-
listen. We made, not mated.
You know,
All right.
Okay, before we start, sorry
Cool.
for the audio. We are currently recording with a phone in a sock. So, yeah, we're gonna get better quality equipment soon.
No, we're not. Not soon.
We're not. We're
Not
not.
soon, not soon.
No, better equipment soon. You mean
Yeah,
a new sock.
sooner.
A new
Yeah,
sock,
we're gonna
man.
get,
A newer,
we're gonna grab
cleaner
a new
sock.
sock.
Yes, a cleaner sock.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah, anyways, take it away, Squall.
It's
Skull.
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 Yeah,
Skull.
right, whatever.
Anyways, I'll be reading my story, The Adventures of Felix, the Paladin of Song. Our story begins with our hero named Felix, who is passing the time at a tavern resting from a previous quest he had. Alright, everyone, another round from me, Felix said with much excitement. All the people in the tavern were filled with joy as the man offered a round of drinks.
Huzzah.
The place was fairly huge despite it looking a bit small on the outside. A couple of minutes has passed. The front door of the tavern opened up and a man who was panicking came through. Please, somebody help! Slimes have plagued my village! He screamed in distress. Slimes? Are you serious? It'll pass. They can just have their fill and move on to the next. A rugged-looking adventurer said. Besides, asking us for help could cost you, old man. How much are you willing to pay us? He added. The man was panicking, tried to compose himself and said, I have about 10 gold pieces back in the village. That's all we have. The man looked disgusted, just waved the old man goodbye. Feeling desperate, the old man grabbed the adventurer's leg and begged him and the others to save his village. The rugged-looking adventurer tried to shake him off, but to no avail. I'll accept your request, sir. The name's Felix. Felix spoke to the old man in a calm voice. Teary-eyed, the old man took Felix's hand. Oh, great adventurer! Thank you! Thank you so much! With that, the both of them set out. 3 days have passed. They both arrived at what seemed to be a village that had a very large plot of land for crops to grow. Well, this is our village, and as you can see, it's not much, but we're proud to call it home. I'm very sorry for asking you for this request, the old man said with a worried tone. From afar, Felix saw a familiar shape going towards a fairly huge shed. Nothing to worry about, sir, but if I may ask, what is that large-looking house? He pointed towards the north about 40 meters from them. Oh, that will be our shed where we store all our food to eat and sell, the old man replied. Without a second thought, Felix immediately went towards the shed, and as he was opening the door, he took out his sword, just to be sure that maybe enemies might suddenly attack. Inside, it was pretty dark, and the light from the outside did not help, since it was already sunset. He looked around, and shadowy figures started jumping from different directions. Felix placed his sword in front of him. O goddess of light, watching over us, shed your light and lead me to the right path. Imbue my blade. He chanted a spell to make his sword glow as bright as a lamp. After a few slashes here and there, but it seemed to have no effect on the slimes. The slimes were too much to handle. They just kept on dividing. In the heat of the battle, Felix seemed to see the same familiar shape of slime he saw earlier. It was different from the rest of them, since this one was sporting an orange color. The rest were that of a pale blue. Felix charged towards the orange slime, and as he was about to slash the orange slime, he was seen by this.
I'm not gonna cut that out. Screw you.
He was seen by this, and it somewhat made the other slime create a shield blocking the attack. To Felix's surprise, it would seem that this certain slime had some intelligence. Trying to think of a way to defeat it, since cutting them makes more slime, he thought maybe the slime could calm down if he put it to sleep. He distanced himself from it and pulled out his lute. Feeling composed, he started playing the lute to a lullaby. An hour has passed, and Felix came out from the shed, and all of the villagers were gathered at the square. A mix of concern and curiosity from the villagers when the adventurer came out. Everyone, I'm happy to say that your village is safe. All the villagers screamed with joy and excitement that the plague was gone. The old man that requested for help went towards Felix and handed him the reward. Felix rejected the reward and told the old man to use the money to buy seeds and slowly rebuild their crops. For Felix was already satisfied with helping the village. After a night of celebration, the next day Felix said goodbye to the village he saved.
Okay, once upon a time, there was a land called Bilip.
Seriously, you're gonna go with that?
What?
Are you gonna? Okay, fine.
You want me to? Once upon a time.
Nah.
There's a land.
Use the first one.
See?
You do you.
Yeah.
You do you,
Kula.
Once upon a time, there is a land called Bilip, or Bilip. A prosperous land.
doubt yourself?
It's your story. Come on, go.
Yeah. Okay. A prosperous land that's being protected by the mighty three kingdoms.
The Tree Kingdoms.
three. Are you sure?
The three kingdoms.
Three. Yeah, guys, it's the three. We're gonna put subtitles. I hope.
Three! Come on, man.
Yeah,
Work
yeah.
with me. One day, dark clouds emerged within the land, bringing unspeakable creatures that brought chaos across the land. This is a story of a young traveler boy named Felix. He has blonde hair, blue eyes. He's around 5'8", and like anybody else, he's just a regular guy. He loves to sing and play his lute. But one day, while traveling, he saw from the sky black smoke coming from behind a hill up ahead. He rushes to see what was going on. A small village was on fire. He rushed down, thinking that if anyone is still alive. Is anyone alive? He yelled. While running around and checking the surroundings, he saw dead bodies lying around. Help! Help! Help us!
Oh God, come on.
I'm sorry, I can't do better than this. Someone yelled. I see.
What? Was that part of the story?
No!
I can't do better than this.
No,
Was
it's
that
part
part
of
of
the
the story?
story at all.
That sounds better, so put it in.
Yeah, sure. Right. We'll keep it. We're keeping that.
So as he heard, he ran where the voices are, and he found out it's coming from the burning house. He slammed his shoulders onto the door without hesitation. He
Did it
saw a
open
mother.
though?
Hmm?
He slammed his shoulders onto the door. Did it open?
Apparently the door was unlocked. So he just slammed his shoulders to make it more epic, okay?
Okay, man.
Okay, so
sure,
make it more
sure.
epic.
Yeah.
So where was he?
Right.
Yeah. So he saw a mother holding her kids. Get out, he yelled.
Why are you threatening the mother and child? That was very threatening.
It was on the state of, what do you call it, adrenaline rush.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
Relay now.
As they ran out of the house, he heard a couple of voices that needed also help. Help! Luckily, he saw a wide space with a fountain in the middle. He pointed there and told the mother to go there. Quite some time has passed. The fire was put out. Felix was very tired, going left and right, saving people. So, the villager explained what had happened. It seems that they were attacked by the horde of monsters. Days passed, The remaining villagers mourned the dead bodies of their family and friends. Thank you. Felix then sang a beautiful but a sad song to honor them. Everyone was touched and thankful for thankful for him for the song.
Thank you.
Oh, it sounded more on the sad side.
Thank you.
There we go. After that day, Felix has decided to become a soldier to protect the people that needs to be protected and so that they wouldn't experience what had happened here. When Felix was about to leave, the mother gave him a sword to protect himself from danger, explaining that this is one of the sword her husband has saving up for their children as thanks for saving them. So,
They gave up their family savings, which was a sword.
family sword, yeah. There are a couple of swords there.
Okay.
I pity the children for losing their dad's heirloom.
Yeah, it's saving their lives, so yeah. Rather than dying there, giving one away to save a life.
That's not nice of the mom to give. Oh,
the very
here,
least.
this is my child's sword. I was gonna give it to him someday. Here, you can have it.
Yeah, the more days like okay.
So do you want the mother and children die and have the sword taken by someone else and sell them, I don't know, to whoever's people there?
Okay.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he left thanking the mother for the sword and proceeded to the capital. Felix arrived at the capital and he asked around where he could sign up to become a soldier. Going to the soldier's base, Felix heard a scream. Everyone evacuate to the inner walls!
Was that a
Yeah.
sheep shouting?
No, that was a soldier.
Akula, aren't you a shark? Why did the why did he sound like a sheep?
Voice problem? Okay. So as the soldier yelled, I checked what was going on. To my surprise, monsters are attacking within the city. How did they get in? I don't know. I also fought the monsters while helping people to evacuate. After quite some time, I retreated into the inner castle to get some rest. While I was there, I could see a lot of people, including soldiers, who are having their heads down and wounds that are being treated. He looks for a corner to rest, and while at it, he sang and played his lute. He sang about the wonders of the past, where nature was blooming, peace was everywhere. After then, when he finished the song, he was shocked. He was surrounded by the people and the soldiers. An old man said, Sir, sorry, sir. Sir, if you don't mind, wouldn't you please continue another song?
Is that the same person from before
No,
and the person before
this is the old
that
man.
person?
This is the old man.
Okay.
Wow,
Why does the old man sound like a woman?
and the soldier.
He's trying hard. Come on, man. Be polite to the old man.
Yeah, he sounds like he's like a, I don't know, trying really hard to be something he's not. So go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so your song had put enlightenment and hope in our heart. Feeling was a bit embarrassment, but in the end he
Wait,
played
who's
another
Philip?
song.
Who's
Philip.
Philip. Sorry. It was
It's Felix.
So Felix was a bit embarrassed, but played another song.
Not only Felix is embarrassed.
Due to this, the soldiers were inspired and fought bravely the next day. Felix stayed to help around, and every night he sang a song for everyone, since he could not fight well like the other soldiers. Then one evening, the old man asked Felix, Why have you come to our kingdom?
Is it still the old lady?
No, the old man.
Okay, the old man.
Still, the old man sounds like a woman.
Be respectful to the old people, man. Then Felix explained why he wanted to be a soldier and his story. The old man then said, Why not aim to become a paladin then? As the old man explained it, it seems that paladins are the symbol of peace and hope for the people. Felix was excited to hear, but was conflicted because it sounded like a noble status. Time went on, and the situation of the kingdom was over. The old man handed down some sort of a letter to Felix. Felix asked, What is this about, old man? The old man said, It is a recommendation for you to be a paladin.
Okay, this is the old lady's sister. Is this the old lady's
No,
sister?
it's still the old man. Come on, look at me.
This is the old man's sister.
No, the old man. Come on. So where was I? Go to the castle and show this man to the guard, and they will tell you where to go. Felix was confused. and look at the old man. The old man removed his disguise. Everyone kneeled. I am the king.
Whoa, that voice changed.
What?
That voice changed.
It was part of his disguise.
To be an old lady?
No, to be an old man.
Okay.
Okay, so I am a king. I am here to also contribute to my people. And you, Sir Felix, your songs have filled my people with hope. Be a symbol for the people and fight for what is right. Felix was filled with determination. He aims to be a paladin. And as time passed on, the king gave a title to young Felix. He is now called Sir Felix, the Paladin of Songs.
Alright. Okay, now the location is the Fortress of Light, in the inner capital, and in the Kingdom of Eldon. Felix, you are in charge of escorting the princess to the next kingdom for a peace treaty to be held there. A gray-haired paladin spoke to Felix. Of course, High Elder, as you command, Felix replies. All of the preparations are set. You are to leave at once along with a few guards. Felix stood up with his fist on his chest. For the Empire! He shouted. The High Elder followed suit. For the Empire! He also replied. Felix exited the temple, preparing for the journey ahead. After a few moments outside the castle gates, Felix stood near the carriage along with the guards that the king has assigned. Moments later, the herald blew a trumpet and shouted, Hear ye! Hear ye! Royals of the Eldon has arrived!
Is he poor?
No, he is a herald, so I'm pretty sure he is paid well.
Seriously. Seriously, Akolo, what the hell?
He sounded poor.
Oh wow.
No.
How do you sound poor?
Sorry.
Okay, next.
Fine, he sounded without no money.
Well, how can you tell by the voice?
Felix and the other guards stood in attention as the princess makes her way to the carriage. The king approaches Felix and placed his hand on the paladin's shoulder. I leave my daughter's safety in your hands. Yes, my king, he replies, and enters the carriage with the princess. Once the other guards have entered the other carriages, they set out for the kingdom of Cerelia. It's been a few hours since they left the kingdom. While they are moving, Felix heard shouting from the outside. Princess, lock the doors and stay inside, he said as he jumped out of the carriage and closes the door behind him. As he jumps out, he saw bodies laying on the ground, and some are guards, and some are people in leather armor.
So they're not
People in leather armor.
Yes,
they're not
yes.
soldiers.
They technically don't know what they are.
Leather, leather
know-
armor. You know leather. I don't know, harnesses. Yes.
Yes,
Why
they
can't one be a soldier by just wearing an armor?
You know,
No
they-
leather armor.
Leather armor. They could be male strippers for all you know. It said, you know, it could be harnesses.
Hey,
At least
hey,
they're rich.
hey.
They wear leather.
Hey, leather is a very common commodity here. Anyways, he sees a glint at the corner of his eye. He raised his shield immediately, blocking an incoming arrow. Thanks. It was one arrow. What does one arrow sound like? Okay. As it ricocheted off his shield, three armed attackers approached him. Two were lightly armored, while one was wielding a crossbow. Mind you, the three of them are buff. One sounded like a little child.
Sorry.
Actually, one sounded someone having constipation.
Yeah, true. Felix gripped his holy symbol and placed his hand on the carriage.
So he didn't touch his sword. He touched his symbol rather than sword to protect the princess.
He touched his holy symbol. Listen to what happens next. Felix gripped his holy symbol and placed his hand on the carriage, where the princess was on, as he uttered the words, Shield of Faith. A bright semi-translucent dome covered the carriage, glowing softly. That should do it. As he turned around to face the three, to deal with the likes of you. The two attackers looked at each other and grinned. Then the both of them charged at Felix. Felix this time takes the lute that was behind his back, that doubles as his sword. He strums a chord and whispers, Divine favor.
Beaten by the power of rock.
What happened to the other people there? You know, the one with the armor, the other soldiers.
They're busy fighting somewhere else.
Can't
Most
they
likely.
protect the princess. I mean, they're soldiers meant to protect the princess.
Yes,
These
They're
are
dying.
here.
Okay.
They're dying. They're busy. They're fighting
They're
people
poorly
in Vine.
paid soldiers.
Poorly paid. I
Okay.
understand now.
One of the attackers raises his sword, aiming for the head of the young paladin. But Felix swings his blade on the weapon, cutting off the attacker's arms and kicks him square at the middle of his torso.
That means directly hit.
Oh.
The man flew to a nearby tree with a crack, breaking his neck. Felix's sword hummed with a radiant glow. Witnessing these events, the archer loads his crossbow and begins to fire at Felix.
Pew, 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 pew.
No, it's a crossbow. It shoots one time.
Oh.
No. Oh, see?
Great sound effects, guys, but was blocked by his shield. The other attacker that wielded the sword saw the opportunity that Felix's shield was up and was unable to see him, so he dashed to his blind side. Or so he thought. Another strum can be heard and the word "Geas," halt. The attacker stopped in place. The archer quickly loaded another round. With my divine senses, I have no blind spot. With that said, Felix slammed his shield at the attacker's face with a sickening crack. Kakachoom!
That sounds like lightning. That ain't crackness.
Ka-cha-chung!
No, it's supposed to be zoom. That's meant for lightning. It's supposed to break like.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll use that.
Whatever, man.
With sickening crack propelling him backwards, with a spin as his body slides onto the ground to a halt.
You know.
The archer lets out a yelp and fires at Felix, but was again blocked by his shield. Felix strums his weapon once more and spoke the words, "Accelerate." The distance between Felix and the archer was quite far, but with blinding speed, was closed in mere seconds. The archer tried to load another round, but was stabbed through the chest by Felix's weapon, killing the last attacker. One died, not two!
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure. I was shocked when the other soldier died when Felix kicked him, slammed to a wall, and break his neck.
Yes.
It's like saying I hit my back on the wall and my neck just cracked.
You could land onto the
You
tree.
would never know of that, Akula.
Yeah.
Wait, Kula doesn't have a neck.
Since I'm also a paladin, I know that this works. This is 100% truth.
Do you think I have a neck?
Never mind.
That's
Do you think I don't understand the pleasure of having a neck?
Don't answer the question. Just breathe.
Okay, now. Felix dispelled his magic on the carriage and knocked on the door. Princess, it is safe now.
Shouldn't you say knock knock?
What? No, you don't knock and then say knock knock.
Who's there?
Shut up.
Shut up, fool!
Guys, come on. The sound of the door opening can be heard. And the princess looks around and gasps. What happened? She asks. Most likely the people who do not approve of the treaty, princess. Shall we continue to Sorelia? Felix asks. Yes, this treaty must continue for the sake of the kingdom. She replies and heads back inside. As you wish. The remaining guards mounted the able carriages and rode to the kingdom of Sorelia.
Okay.
Okay.
It's time for me. Kuro.
For you.
Oh, your story. Oh, damn, we get to...
Yes.
Okay, I'm listening to
This
this.
is- It was midday in the town of Corvale. The warmth of the sun lit up the fields where the locals would grow their crops. In this countryside, Felix was slowly walking on a dirt trail. He ran his fingers through his blonde hair as he enjoyed the morning sun.
Such fancy.
Indeed. He continued moving until he spotted the town at the end of the trail. He looked around and noticed the fields were strangely empty. There were no farmers or crops around.
Could it be that they're just on break?
The fact that there's no the fact that there's no crops is the main problem. Like no one's working apparently.
Oh, okay, I see.
Anyways, so upon entering the town, Felix saw that the residents of Corvale seemed to be in low spirits. The man tried to talk to the locals. They weren't responding. They all seemed to be in rush, although he couldn't figure out exactly what they were rushing to do. Okay, now Felix walked into the local tavern to see if he could get a better idea of what was happening. He met with a bartender who told him that the town had been experiencing a strange problem in their fields. For the past couple of months, the crops stopped growing, even after they tried various methods, such as using fertilizer and a whole bunch of other things.
Yeah, maybe they put in the wrong fertilizer.
Maybe.
You know, human fertilizer is not good.
That is true. That is true.
I tried.
But yeah.
We did not know.
Yeah, some people swim in the water, so You know,
I see. Though seaweed seems to be
something.
abundant.
Sometimes it drops from the heavens above the water. So.
Oh wow, sad. Now it's it seemed there may have been some sort of curse that fell on the town. Felix felt sorry for the town and decided to help them. He walked into the fields and used his lute to sing a song of fertility, which could restore most farmlands.
That's not the only thing that he'll restore.
Oh yeah.
Such powerful loot.
Praise to the divine!
Anyone
He
can
sang.
play as long as they have that magical loot.
Indeed. He sang as the rays of light started striking the field. Thanks. His efforts were in vain, as the spell had no effect. He couldn't understand what could have caused such a problem, and why his magic didn't work. Suddenly, he felt a tug on his shirt. He looked to see who was calling him, and he found a small pixie floating behind him. The pixie told him that the only way to save the town was to acquire a particular artifact from a nearby cave. So, filled with hope, Felix decided to head to the cave to acquire the artifact because, he's a hero. The cave was not very far from the town, and the man managed to get there within a couple of hours. Felix entered the dark cave to complete his quest. He found that the cave was easy to maneuver, and it seemed like people went inside there quite often. After a few hours of venturing inside the cave, he found a metal crest on the wall. It seemed to be attached to a gravestone. Upon taking the crest off the grave, he heard a loud sound that sounded like rushing water.
Oh, sorry.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. I know you're a water creature, but that did not sound pleasant.
You heard a lot of things in this.
I'll take your word for it, Akula. I'll take your word for it. He quickly exited the cave, only to be greeted by 3 strange blue men. They attacked him, but he quickly dispatched them with his blade. The men seemed to evaporate shortly after they were defeated.
3 men. Felix defeated 3 men.
Yeah, 3 men. 3 blue men.
3 blue.
The mist gathered around and formed into a large blue dragon. Blue fire rushed out of the beast's mouth. Felix quickly used a warding spell to defend against it. With a slash, the beast dispersed into smoke.
So he was an illusion.
Everyone was poisoned by the weed.
Yeah.
Everyone was high. So that's why it disappeared as smoke.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, piece together. It's gonna be a cannabis farm now. But anyways, after a minute, the dragon would reappear, forcing Felix into a lengthy bout until he smote the monster into oblivion with a flash of light magic.
Zoom!
No, it's like no, it's like whoosh.
Whoosh!
Yeah, whoosh.
It could have been a mix of all those sounds.
Whoosh. See?
He looked around him, only to see that luscious greenery started to grow around the area. Felix returned to the town to find village folk celebrating. There's Now, after a night of celebration, Felix left the town of Carvale. He turned back to look at the town that he had helped. Much to his surprise, the town was gone. The fields were still full of crops, but the town itself wasn't there. Now all that remained was a lone gravestone. Blue smoke emanated from the rock that rose up to the morning sky.
My God,
He
was
was
high.
Maybe.
The blue smoke is amazing. It made him see all kinds.
All kinds, man, all kinds.
Come on, man. Win.
Okay, that was the video. Thank you guys for joining us today at Eventide Circle. Shout out to our artist for this video, Niñaflor Fernandez, for doing the art here.
Thank you.
Yo, thanks. Thanks.